Hello friends, we are saying the properties of fresh concrete. What are the properties of fresh concrete? In which we see the workability of concrete. What are the factors affecting workability of concrete and how the workability of concrete is measured by different tests, in which in last lecture we saw the slum cone test. It is very easy test, or it is done on field as well as in the lab. We discussed about slum cone test in last lecture. Today we see compaction factor test, flow test and VB consistometer test on concrete for determining the workability of concrete. First, let's see about compaction factor test. Compaction factor test is more efficient and precise in determining the workability as compared to slum cone test. This test is more suitable for the concrete mixes of very low workability, which is generally compacted by vibration machines. For such type of concrete mixes, it is difficult to measure the workability by slum test, as they do not give any slum. This test is primarily designed to test the workability of concrete mix in the lab, but it can also be used at a site. The figure shows the diagram or test setup of the apparatus used for carrying out this test. In this test, the workability is measured by determining the degree of compaction achieved by a standard amount of work done for compaction of concrete by allowing the concrete to fall through a standard height from hooper A to hooper B and hooper B to cylinder C. The degree of compaction achieved through this test is called the compaction factor. In the figure, we see three hoopers: top hooper A, middle hooper is B, and last one is cylinder C. From A, the concrete will be fall by self weight into hooper B, then hooper B to cylinder C. The work done by the concrete in this process is measured, that is the degree of compaction achieved through the test, that is called compaction factor. Degree of compaction, that is compaction factor, is determined by determining the ratio of two densities, that is density of concrete achieved through this test and the density of the same concrete after full compaction. The typical dimension of the hooper A, B and cylinder C are given in the figure. The D1 is the diameter of the hooper A is 25 centimeter top diameter. The bottom diameter of the hooper B is 12.5 centimeter. The height of the hooper is 27.5 centimeter, and the height between the bottom of the hooper A and the top of the hooper B, that is small h1, is 20 centimeter. Then the top diameter of the hooper B, D3, is 22.5 centimeter. Then bottom diameter of the hooper B, D4, that is 12.5 centimeter. Then the height of the hooper, that is capital S2, is 22.5 centimeter. Then height between the bottom of the hopper B and top of the cylinder, that is small h2, it is 20 centimeter. Then the diameter of the cylinder C is given by D5, that is 15 centimeter, and the height of the cylinder, that is S3, is 28.5 centimeter. This is the typical dimensions of compaction factor test apparatus. In the exam, you have to draw this diagram with all dimensions and describe the test in detail. In this test, the hopper is filled up with the concrete mix up to the top. By opening the trap door of hopper A, the concrete is allowed to fall in hopper B. By doing so, some standard amount of work has been done on concrete. Now, by opening the trap door of hopper B, the concrete is allowed to fall in the cylinder C. Again, some fixed amount of work is done on the same concrete. The concrete thus received in the cylinder had been compacted by standard amount of work by falling through hopper to hopper and hopper to cylinder. The concrete in the cylinder is then flushed with the top of cylinder. Let the weight of this concrete in the cylinder is W dash. Now the same concrete mix is poured in layers in the cylinder in specified manner and is compacted in standard manner to achieve the full compaction. Let the weight of the fully compacted concrete in the cylinder as a capital W. Therefore, the compaction factor is given by compaction factor is equal to W dash by capital W. The ratio of W dash to capital W. This test relates the workability requirements more closely as compared to other tests. However, the compaction effort provided in this method does not match with the any compaction method used at a site. Moreover, the compacted concrete sample being blind as it is closed in metallic cylinder, one cannot observe whether compacted concrete is free of segregation or not. Also, the compacting effort used in this method is such that for harsh mix, the degree of compaction achieved in this test is always less than the actual degree of compaction, which could be achieved at site by using conventional compaction methods. Next test to measure the workability is flow test. This method is more attractive for the flowing concrete or for the concrete with superplasticizers. In addition to measuring the workability by this method, one can also closely observe the consistency, cohesiveness, and segregation characteristics of the concrete mix. The details of the test apparatus used in this method is shown in the figure. The shape of the metallic mold used in this method is similar to that used for slump test. To start with, the metallic mold is placed on the center of the flow table. The concrete mix is poured in the mold in layers by compacting each layer in standard manner through a tampering rod After flushing the concrete at the top of the mold is smoothly lifted vertically upward. The compacting efforts are then provided to the concrete mold by raising and dropping arrangement of the flow table in standard manner. The flow of concrete is measured by measuring the spread diameter of the concrete mix at least in about 6 directions, and the percentage flow is determined by the formula, that is the flow in percentage is equal to spread diameter in centimeter minus 25 divided by 25 into 100, where 25 centimeter is the original base diameter of the concrete mold before compaction. The dimensions of the mold are given in the dimension. All dimensions are in centimeter. The top diameter of the mold is 17 centimeter. The bottom diameter of the mold is 25 centimeter. The height of the mold is 12 centimeter, and the flow test apparatus is as shown in the figure, which is used in lab only. This is all about the flow test for measuring workability of concrete. Then next test is VB consistometer test. VB consistometer test is more reliable as results of this test are not influenced by personal factors. This test is more suitable for stiff concrete mixes having low and very low workability, and slump value of such mixes cannot be determined by slump test. Moreover, this test is advantageous as compared to slump or compaction factor test, in the sense that in this test the treatment given to concrete is very close to the actual treatment provided in the field. The test setup of VB consistometer is shown in figure. For carrying out this test, first of all the slump test is performed by placing the slump cone, that is A, inside the cylindrical pot B. After removing the slump cone mold, the glass disc C is turned and placed over the top of the concrete mass. Now controlled vibrations are started through electric vibrator, that is D, and simultaneously the stopwatch is started. The vibrations are continued till the conical shape of the concrete assumes the cylindrical shape, and time is noted for this. This can be observed by viewing through the glass disc C the time required for completing remolding of concrete, that is from conical to cylindrical shape, in second is expressed as the number of VB seconds or VB degree of workability. This test is very accurate for measuring workability of concrete. This test is not suitable for highly workable mix. Generally, if slump is greater than 75 mm or so, because for such mix the remolding is so quick that time cannot be measured. It is all about the test performed on concrete for measuring the workability of concrete. The next part of the fresh concrete. It segregation and bleeding concept regarding fresh concrete, in which we will see first segregation. Segregation is defined as separation of ingredients, particularly the coarse and fine aggregates of concrete mix from the cement, water, paste or mortar. Generally, large size heavy particles have a tendency to settle down or separate out from the paste. Due to segregation, concrete mix loses its homogeneity, and as non-homogeneous mix cannot be fully compacted, the strength of such concrete is hardened state gets reduced. It is one of the undesirable properties of fresh concrete which should be prevented in all circumstances, as it is very harmful to concrete. The segregation can be observed on the exposed surface of the tall concrete members like wall, column, etc. after removing the formwork. The various factors which are responsible for segregation of concrete are large quantity of water with insufficient mixing, which reduce the consistency of the mix, then improper grading of aggregates or large difference in aggregate size, under sanded concrete mix which lead to less cohesive mix, then large difference of specific gravity of different fractions of aggregates, dropping of concrete from greater height. It is also one of the most factor affecting the segregation of concrete. Then over compaction of concrete and lesser quantity of cement which lead to harsh and less cohesive mix. Other factors are maximum size of aggregates is very large, complicated formwork with sharp corners, then too much vibrations or too long transporting method of concrete and leakage of water through formworks. That they are all are factors affecting the segregation property of concrete. By taking due care of the above mentioned factor, the segregation can be prevented in fresh concrete. The next part is bleeding. Bleeding may be defined as separation of cement paste from the concrete mix under troweling or compaction operation. Bleeding of concrete can be viewed as a special form of segregation. The bleeding phenomenon is more common for surface structures like slabs, floors, etc. Due to bleeding, the cement paste comes out of the surface of the concrete member, leaving rest of the concrete mass with lack of cement and water. With the result, the permeability of concrete increases and the strength and durability of concrete reduces. The cement paste which comes out at the surface forms a layer and is popularly known as lattice. It causes more shrinkage cracks. The various factors which are responsible for bleeding of concrete are: first one is highly wet mix with bad proportion of ingredients or insufficient mixing, then over compaction or over troweling of concrete. Next is high alkali or high tricalcium aluminate content and thin sections of concrete members. These are the factors responsible for bleeding of concrete. Then workability for different conditions. It is clear from the All discuss point that the workability being a complex property is difficult to define precisely. It is rather more difficult to quantify the workability. That is why different methods of determining workability quantify this property in their own way, such as slump, that is in millimeter, then compaction factor in terms of decimal fraction, that is ratio, then VB consistometer. The workability is measured in seconds, and in flow table test the workability is measured in percentage. Under these circumstances, it is equally difficult to decide the requirement of workability in terms of above parameters for various types of works. There are several factors which govern the choice of workability, namely shape and size of section, amount of reinforcement, type of compacting equipment available, time of placing, temperature, etc. Generally, greater workability is required for the following condition. The first condition is for hand compaction as compared to machine compaction. Second condition is for heavily reinforced sections as compared to less densely sections, and last is for thin sections as compared to thick sections. In view of the above, we can conclude that for any type of work, the concrete mix should have the minimum possible workability as to achieve satisfactory and maximum compactions. However, as a guidelines given in the table can be referred to find out the relative workability for various types of work condition. In table is suggested values of workability for different placing conditions for 20 to 40 millimeter maximum size of aggregate, in which degree of workability is given in column 1, the slump value for that degree of workability, then compaction factor will be time and placing condition. For very low degree of workability, the slump value is 0 to 25 millimeter. For very low workable concrete, the compaction factor should be 0.75 to 0.8, and for that VB seconds or time for VB for workability is 20 to 10 seconds, maximum 20, minimum 10. Concreting of shallow sections with vibrations, blinding concrete, pavement using pavers, power operation machine. In that condition, we use very low degree of workability concrete. For low degree, the slump value is 25 to 50 millimeter. Then compaction factor for low is 0.8 to 0.85, and VB time is maximum 10 seconds and minimum 5. This type of concrete is used for most concrete even without vibrations, lightly reinforced sections with vibrations in slab, beams, walls, columns, floors, hand compacted pavements, canals, lining, strip footing. Then medium degree of workability, the value of slump is from 50 to 100 millimeter. For that, compaction factor is 0.85 to 0.92. Then VB time is maximum 5 seconds, minimum 2 seconds. This type of concrete is normally used in reinforced concrete, manually compacted, heavily reinforced concrete sections with vibrations in slabs, beam, walls, column, etc. And for pumpable concrete also the degree of workability is should be medium. For high degree of workability, the slump value is 100 to 150. Compaction factor is 0.95 to 0.96. There is no PB time specified for high degree of workability. Such kind of concrete is used in sections with congested reinforcement, not normally suitable for vibrations, trench, fields in situ piling. These are the workability for different condition according to the value in each test, that is slump cone, compaction factor and VB constructometer. The time is given in the test. This is all about the fresh concrete. In next lecture we will see the other properties of the concrete in hard stage. Thank you.